Dan Patrick, our buddy this morning, reported that the Bears offered 3 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and 2 unnamed starters for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that's not enough.
But Seattle said pound sound. Not enough?
Of course it's not enough.
6 players?
Yeah, but it sounds like a lot, right? And it sounds like
it is a lot.
It is a lot for a team not to choose first round for 3 straight years. If you're Seattle, what does that give you? That gives you what? A shot at the second, third best player at certain positions for the next 3 years. It gives you shot at the top quarterbacks in the league for the next few years.
You have now those 3 first-round draft picks to move up to try to get one of the guys in this draft. And you do what you did before than what you had with Russell Wilson to win a Super Bowl.
You don't have it so it would replenish it doesn't give them multiple ones this year or next year. It just replenishes the ones that they gave up for Jamal Adams.
Well, it gets them out of Russell Wilson's contract, and now they can move up to do what they did the first time around with Russell, win a Super Bowl in those first 4 years.
And start who? Geno Smith? For Pete Carroll, 69?
Start the kid, for whoever you draft.
For what kid are you going to draft? What kid are you going to draft?
What do you mean? You could take all this loot you get from Chicago and take Trey Lance. You could move up and take Zach Wilson. You could take one of these kids.
How do you get to 2 from the Jets? With what? With the 20th overall selection?
With 3 first-round picks that you get from Chicago.
Yeah, but they don't have one, Chris. You understand?
They have all of the Bears picks now.
Yeah, but it's just one pick. If you're the Jets, we'll take 20th overall for Trey Lance.
You take the future picks you just acquired.
But hear me out, Chris. The Bears have the 20th overall pick. The Seahawks have no first-round draft choices. Now they've got the 20th. That's what you're going to the Jets for Zach Wilson with? Or no, next year's 21st or 25th overall pick, whatever the Bears are going to be worth. That one, plus they don't have one next year either. They're just
assuming the Bears are going to be good.
So what I'm saying is what wasn't good enough to get Russell Wilson, you're saying is good enough to go get Zach Wilson?
I'm saying it's good enough to move up to in the top 10.
It's not even, it's not like they've got 2, then we'll give you both first rounders this year and then one next year, whatever's highest. It doesn't work. That's where the Bears never had the connective tissue to go get, like what the Jets could, even if Seattle is maybe interested in Sam Darnold, as the New York Daily News said, even though that article quoted one unnamed source saying that Pete likes the guy. Right. And then one paragraph from the New York Daily News story was, Pete Carroll used to coach at USC. Sam Darnold played at USC, so they have that connection, even though Pete was long gone before Sam Darnold even hit high school, before USC offered him. You know what I mean? And Pete's the guy that had that went and took Earl Thomas over the name of Don Bowie, you'll know, though.
Taylor Mays.
Taylor Mays. Yeah. Taylor Mays was one of the best safeties coming out of the draft. Well, he's definitely taking Taylor Mays of USC. No, the Seahawks draft Earl Thomas. You're like, okay, Pete means business. He's not just going to go USC connective tissue. So let's even say he wants Sam Darnold. Why wouldn't they make the trade with the Jets? They know it's number 2 overall right now.
Yeah, that's true.
They could even say, you've got to give us number 2 overall and our pick that we gave you for Jamal Adams back this year and next. Much better than what the Bears are offering. I'll give you Khalil Mack, who's got a couple years left and he's really expensive.
What if he's one of the unnamed players?
Even with that, what are you going to do? Geno Smith for your 7-year-old quarterback and Bobby Wagner long in the tooth? With all due respect, he's getting older up there.
Russell Wilson was the third stringer when he became the starter, so who knows who the starting quarterback could be in Seattle?
Do you really believe what you're saying, or playing devil's advocate?
All right, item number 2.
There you go. I'm sorry, and and I totally understand what Dan is saying. I'm not questioning his information. I would never do that. I'm just saying that you're going to hear the Bears are going to they're letting everybody know we tried, and they did. And tip your cap to them.
They tried.
Well done. Good try, but it was never going to work with them because you can't flip a young quarterback back. You can't give him a top 5 pick to get one this year, and you can't give him a top 5 pick guaranteed you can get one next year because they don't have 2 first-rounders, thanks to yours, to put together to get up that high because they've coughed up their one this year and next. They need one high enough right now to go get Russell Wilson's successor, which is why it works well with the Jets. And if the Jets do pull that off, if that ever happens, Bears fans will go crazy. And the answer from the Bears front office is like, we don't have a 23-year-old quarterback to flip to him, and we don't have a number 2 overall pick to flip to him.
Right.
Facts.
Adam Schefter said on Get Up today he isn't 100% sure that Russell Wilson's going to be on the Seattle Seahawks come week 1.
Yeah, it's possible that they still trade him. But for this deal, no way. No, thank you. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.